I'm here with Life Pro. We are streaming live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And I know that you have all been awaiting to see what next great invention that Joel and Life Pro is releasing. And so today you get two. You get two of me today, two different products today. Anyhow, before I get started with the surprises coming out, I know you're all going to be jumping in here as you can. So if you could give me an idea of where you're tuning in from, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, and where you're chiming in from, where are you at in the country or in the world, whether East Coast, West Coast, give me an idea for time zone so that we can find out what time is the most efficient time to give you all the great news that we've got coming out. So super excited to be releasing two new products today with all of you. And I'm going to see if I can. Yes. Okay. So I'm seeing that there's a live chat available here. So definitely let me know whether you're Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube and where you're coming in from. And we're going to do a little giveaway here today. So we're going to give away each of one of our two new foot massagers. And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, not another foot massager, right? But I'm going to talk to you about that because these are so unique in what we have to offer you. And we've never released anything like these two devices. So as you get confused, we've had a lot of questions coming up on different foot massagers. So if you are confused, please post questions below because if I don't have a chance to address all these questions today, I will come back with another specific live to answer all these questions, or I can follow up with a Facebook live and then we can share it to YouTube so that you get all the answers that you're wanting. So a couple of things that I want to hear from you. Anytime that I mention the word Life Pro, this is how you're going to win the contest today, okay? Anytime that I mention the word Life Pro and anything that I say from start to finish, I want you to give me a description or one word, whatever phrase, whatever's convenient for you. What comes to your mind when somebody says Life Pro? If you're out in public and you just happen to hear Life Pro, what comes to mind for you? Whether it's a feeling, whether it's a product, whether it is a result, whether it is a face, whatever it is, give us an idea of what comes to your mind, your spirit, whenever I say Life Pro or you hear Life Pro out and about. I've been reading posts from so many people in the Facebook VIP group. If you're not part of that group yet, you need to join because there's a plethora of information there of client customer testimonials, how people are using our different devices, the different magical outcomes that they're experiencing that no one might have thought was possible, whether it's pain relief, whether it's weight loss, whether it's just emotionally feeling incredible. I want to make sure that you know that resource is available to all of you, and it's free. It is free, and it's like a huge community, and you'll find me there. So with a lot of answers for you to many common questions asked for all products across the range of everything that Life Pro has released. So what I would like to hear from you is what comes to mind when you hear the word Life Pro, all right? And based on if you can respond, and so each and every time you hear that, the more you respond, the more often I'm going to throw your name into a random selection of winners, and we're going to have two winners at the end of this live episode so that one of you is going to take home one of our new devices and the other one gets the other. So that being said, if there is a device that you're seeing here today that you want to take home with you today, that you want us to send you today, when I say Life Pro, please feel free to enter in whether it's the RelaxaTilt or the Tropicare, okay? Think Tropicare is steam and water, and think RelaxaTilt is tilting with a relaxing massage, okay? But we're going to cover that here in just a second. Okay, that being said, super excited to see you all here today. I'm having a fantastic week. I am hoping you're having a fantastic week. I'm always excited to feel the energy from all of you as we are tuning in together and celebrating this journey of greatness and feeling different as we move together into the future. So as I'm continuing to see people jumping on here, I'm going to see where we're all tuning in from. Oh, I'm seeing, okay, so we've got people coming in from everywhere here. Awesome. Okay, so I'm excited to share with you guys two of our newest releases from Life Pro, and one of them is called the RelaxaTilt foot massager, RelaxaTilt X foot massager, and I'm going to bring this up close to you in person so you can see it. It was power operated, so you plug it into your outlet, And we have the different buttons right here in the front, and you can use your Piggly Wigglies or your hands if you need to in order to access those controls. But we have 4 different massage rollers in here and 4 separate massage boards. And so it's creating a variety of 3 different preset massages that you can experience in your foot, your calves. You can use it on your arms, on your forearms, and I'm going to show you how all this works. It has 3 different speeds. We've got 2 different directions in which things move, and then we have heat as well. So it's 104 degrees of heat option if you choose for that. It is a 15-minute preset default program for timing, but it goes all the way up to 30 minutes. So if you're just needing a quick recharge for 5 minutes, or if you're wanting a full 30 on minutes, you can add time 5 minutes at a time using the time control button. Only weighs 11 pounds, so it's pretty light, but as you can see, it's a decent sized device. And so normally it would be $149.99, and today, for the next 2 weeks, starting today, this morning, it is now available for purchase. You can get it for $119.99. So that being said, let me show you how this works. So because it is a tilt, this little lever, which you can use to carry it around, okay, this little lever clicks into all different positions all the way around in a 360 degrees range so that you can get this wherever you want it to be for your own comfort zone, okay? So let's say I'm going to go on over here and set this down so you can see how this works. I'm going to plug it in, and you'll be able to hear, or actually you won't be able to hear because it's so quiet. You'll be able to see and understand how it works. So we have it powered on now. And again, it comes up as 15-minute default. So let me bring my cords here to you so that you can see this thing in action, because it's way cool. All right, so those of you who have been to the mall and you've seen the massage chairs that are out, this would be the leg portion, only the leg portion of the massage chairs that you see in the mall. So many of you have questioned whether we're coming out with a foot massager, and the answer is yes and no, in the form of a chair. So a lot of you have wanted the foot massagers with a chair. Oh, there's my kiddo. So many of you have been asking for a massage chair. And because massage chairs are so expensive, they're hard to ship, we have taken small little components out of it. And this is the foot leg calf massager that you can use. And again, you can see how everything is moving in and out. And from this range, you can see how well things are moving. So we have not released anything like this before. This is very, very different compared to any other thing that we've ever had. Okay, on our controls, we have our heat setting. Okay, so if we push the heat setting, it's going to heat up to 104 degrees. And then we have our speed setting. We've got 3 different speeds. So each time you tap that, we're increasing in speed. So we're starting at a level of 1. We go to a level 2 and a level of 3. And then the timing, here's your timing button. So you can increase that timing all the way up to, there we go, all the way up to 30 minutes. Okay. And then we have our mode. Okay. And the mode is choosing whether it's going to need in one direction or the other direction. So you have the choice of which direction you like to feel that. Me personally, I have fibromyalgia, so I can't handle too much pressure on my lower legs. So this is great in that I can choose the amount of intensity, whether it is light, whether it's deep, which direction I'm feeling it, and whether I feel heat or not. So let me show you how this is going to work to my advantage. So if I want legs, I just tilt it up on an angle here, okay, and move my cords here out of the way. I've got 2 different devices, so I've got extension cords here so that we can get things situated, okay. We position this, and word wise, make sure that you turn it on after you get situated. There we go. All right, so we're powering on, and oh, yes, this is an incredible experience to feel, incredible sensation. Now, my lower legs near my ankles and my lower calves, they are quite a bit more sensitive than I am up here. So maybe I want to start down here on a level 1 of speed. And of course, because we have different options for massage, you have complete control of what you feel with more intensity and what you don't feel with the intensity. So that feels amazing. And so I'm going to slide my body forward just a tad, and that's going to need a little bit higher into my calves, which are super sensitive for me personally. So I really don't want to go any harder here, but what I can do is I can change the mode, and it's going to flip-flop the direction of where I'm going, okay? And so we've got 3 different preset modes that you can choose from, 3 different types of massage. And in the owner's manual, it doesn't explain exactly how all of that is configured. It gets really complicated when you start breaking down the technology behind the cloth. But just know that it comes with 3 different types of massage. And when it comes to what your comfort zone is, that's how you choose which one is most effective for you or not. It's not, the modes are not determined as to a given outcome. If you're trying to experience, you know, foot relief from plantar fasciitis or from Achilles tendonitis, you're not going to choose one mode versus another. You're going to work with whatever feels most comfortable to you. All right, now, if I don't want to feel this in my legs, but I really need it in my feet for the day, I'm going to go ahead and power off, and I'm going to pull myself out of this. And then from here, I'm going to go to tilting this all the way forward. And then I'm going to put my feet in, and we're going to push power again. And now, whoo, now we're getting it all the way into my feet and into my ankles. So I'm actually getting it into my ankles. All right. And this is a little bit more sensitive to me. So I'm going to switch off that mode and go with a different mode based on where my comfort zone is. And if you find that wherever you're positioned at, you just don't feel the relief, you might benefit more from putting on a sock if you're hypersensitive, or if you have neuropathy and you're ultra sensitive, you might put on a sock and see if that helps you. So we can do foot, we can do calves. This is a really cool one. You can do arms. Okay, so again, I'm gonna power off, and then I can reach around and power back on. And now this is the one I actually really needed today. I went and got some therapy done on my elbow because I've been doing a tremendous amount of massage this week, usually 10 hours a day. And it finally caught up with me when I was catching softballs with my daughter's softball team. So with the Life Pro massage gun and the different Life Pro whole body vibration platforms, I'd already done all the rehab exercises, but it's really hard to work on yourself. So naturally, earlier in the week, after I had already had somebody work on me, I used the Life Pro RelaxaTilt foot massager for my elbow, and my elbow pain has gotten so much better. And so if you have issues with carpal tunnel or tennis elbow, or you're just really fatiguing and you're wanting to increase that that relief and the mobility and the blood flow into your body, whether it's your arms or your legs. Oh, this feels so good. You can use this for a variety of different things. I'll bring it up close in person. So there we go. So you can see it working. This is definitely the most integrated massager that we have had over all of our hand massagers, our foot massagers. This is the one that does it all. This one is the one that you can use in so many different positions, locations, and it's really easy to adjust. Okay, do I actually have to keep doing this? Because this feels so good. I just want to take a nap while I'm enjoying this. No, just kidding. I will continue on because I know all of you need this. So I'm going to continue on with sharing all this great information. All right, so you can use it on your arms, you can use it on your legs, and again, because we are able to tilt in the different directions. Okay, and so here, because I'm all plugged in, I'm going to have to get myself situated real quick. So let's say you're needing more of an upright position in order to fit with your chair, then you just adjust however you need to, okay? And the other thing that you can do is if you have, what you can do is if you have a level table, or for me, I'm gonna use my couch. That's why I'm kind of set up this way today, so I can show you the different areas that you can do this. You can actually straighten out your legs. So this is gonna rotate in a 360 all the way around. It doesn't go backwards. You have to follow in a continuing rotation around. But check this out. You want to just totally chill out, and you want to lay around and relax. Yep, we can do just that. We can just lay back, relax, It's like somebody is there working with 2 sets of hands or with a full set of hands and just working your legs, and you're just chillaxing while you experience the Life Pro experience of relief and massage. And oh my gosh, this feels so good. Okay, I have to stay focused though, because you all need to see the next product. So I'm going to do this after I'm done. I'm going to lay in here and just totally relax today because it's a good day to do that. All right, now when it comes to cleaning it, these little sleeves, they zip out so that you can have access to the control boards if you need to. It does have a limited lifetime warranty, so you want to make sure that you access that within the first 14 days or so. If you contact us, if you're having problems, we'll work with you to get it fixed or to get it replaced. So one of the many great advantages of Life Pro. So when we have the zipper here, one thing I make sure to tell you, you don't want to use this with wet feet. Whereas the other one, we're going to be getting wet. It is waterproof. This one is not. So when it comes to disinfection, if you're sharing it among family members, you might resort more to using socks or to making sure that your feet are clean and clear of anything, from the day. You can use like a disinfectant spray in order to keep this nice and clean, but it does, these do zip out. So if you need to wash them, you can wash them. So another great advantage to that. So that is the RelaxaTilt X foot massager from Life Pro. And so again, giving one of these away today. So if you are interested in this, I want you to comment below what resonates with you when I say Life Pro, and if you want one device specifically versus another. Okay, I'm looking at all these different messages here. Yes. Okay, yes. So the answer to the questions is that you can do it with flat feet, you can do it with angled ankles, you can do it with calves, you can do it with forearms. And so when you're thinking of yes, they do quote unquote call it the foot massager, but it still covers a lot of different areas of your body. So especially the forearms. So you're getting a lot of bang for this one with the buck. And again, $119.99 for today. Now, this one is really cool. This just so you know, this foot massager is not as intense as some of our others. When I first saw this, when I was doing the videos for them, I thought, ooh, my feet are really sensitive. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tolerate that much stimulation to the bottom of my feet. So I was a little hesitant. And then I got it going, and it was absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. So what we have here is a steam foot massager. And I know many of you might have experience with steamers at home for like doing your ironing or your, smoothing out your clothes. That's personally what I use, but it takes a while for the steamer to get up and get going, like 3 to 5 minutes. This thing is up and steaming within like 30 to 45 seconds. It's like ultra fast. So this little thing opens up so that you can slide your feet in. And then as you can see there, we've got little massager balls for little acupressure points or acucompression therapy. And then you also have here on the back side, you can see it here, you're going to see back in here, this will lift out, and you can put these little, hold up here before I get all caught up. Let me tilt these up so you can see this. Okay, here we go. There we go. You can put a little herbal sachet that's in there. So you don't want to use actual oils or essential oils or herbs that are loose and floating around. You want to put them in a little sachet so that you get the most out of the steamer. But it goes in here, and then this thing closes shut so that you can experience the herbal release at the same time. And then once everything is motorized, these things are used to massage, and of course these little points are in contact with your feet. But then on here we have this little spinner ball. Okay, so this little guy right here, it spins and rotates with the motorizing feature. So you're going to get all of that going on at the same time. And like I said, it has different levels of intensity so that you can choose to what level of stimulus that you want. All right. So how does this work? We have our control panel here. All right. And so on the control panel, we have the power button. We have a 10 or 20 minute setting. So it's either 10 or 20 minutes. By default, it clicks on to 10 minutes. And then we have a rotation of how the balls are rolling. So you can roll one direction or you can roll the other, clockwise or counterclockwise. And then we have 3 different levels of steam. So level 1 is 118 degrees, level 2 is 124 degrees, and level 3 is 129 degrees. But we've got 2 different speeds with the roller balls. And so by default, it's going to be, I'm sorry, let me rephrase this. It's not the direction, so it's not clockwise or counterclockwise, it's the speed. The other one is the difference in direction. So let's talk about how to fill this thing up. It also has the emptying little pan here. So you pull that out in order to empty the water out and in order to clean it up. And like I said, because it is made to hold water, it's very easy to clean. You just don't want to use oils. You want to use distilled water or really an ultra clean water so that you're not plugging up the apparatus. Okay, so on the front here, we have this little thing that pops up, all right? And so what we do here, this is the water housing. And so what we do here is we unscrew this top. I've got my ultra clean water here. And so we're going to pour this in, and you're going to fill it up to, you can fill it up however high you want to, but I'm just going to fill it up just like halfway just to show you how this thing works. It is so cool. I'm really excited for all of you. And then we are going to put the cap back on. And then this slowly releases through this little toggle here on the top. So we pop that in the top like that, okay? And then we push it down and it starts to release water in the bottom. Now, once I do that, I don't want to tilt the foot massager because then it's going to pour water everywhere. So the Life Pro Tropicare meaning tropical steam, feeling good heat, making us feel great. We are going to set up here. We're going to open the hatch. I'm going to stick my feet in here. And then from here, I'm going to close the hatch. We're going to power on, and automatically it is working. We're going to have 10 minutes automatically by default, 10 minutes of a program, and it already starts at a level 1 at a low level of speed. And for me, this isn't enough intensity. So you saw how sensitive I was to this one. So I'm going to push the roller one more time. And again, it's not intense massage. It's more of steam with massage at the same time, and you can already see the steam coming out. At least I hope you can. You're going to be able to, I can see it coming out. We'll see what happens here. All right, let me check with my people backstage. Whew. Okay, so my people backstage, are we able to see the steam coming out? So yes, this feels, now again, if you're wanting something ultra intense, this is not an intense massage. This is just nice, light intensity, but it's the heat feature and the steam that makes this one, I think, more attractive. So if you're wanting like that grinding, like everybody's gonna really experience like deep tissue, this is not that one. If you want deep tissue for legs, feet, and arms, that's the RelaxaTilt foot massager, the RelaxaTilt X. So when it comes to Life Pro, we have so many different devices that provide massaging benefits. And it just depends on what it is you're looking for. Are you wanting to feel like you're being beat up or are you just wanting to relax? This is ultra gentle as compared to our massage guns or the whole body vibration platforms. We've got the Vibracare that we released last week, the AccuCare Pro, which we released last week. They're all different. But this is probably the most gentle foot massage of all of them. But the key feature for this one is getting the heat. So if you're wanting the heat, this is the one you're getting in the heat through steam, not through contact. And you might assume, okay, well, you know, it's going to be really, really hot. It's really not that bad at all. And you can see the steam rolling. Again, I'm on level 1 here right now. Yes. And so how do we clean this one out? So again, we go back to emptying out the little dump pan, and then you can use, you know, soap and water or a disinfectant solution to spray it or wipe it down. It disassembles super easy so that you can really, if you have, we have a lot of dead skin on the bottom of our feet. Oh, now we're starting to feel the heat. And again, we're heating at 129 degrees right now. As we are, massaging the bottom of our feet, we're debriding natural skin cells that are dead. We're recycling skin cells all the time. And so depending on if, how your feet look, if you've got cracked feet, or if you have, sweaty feet, and when they get wet, you start to see more of the skin coming off your feet. Either way, you can scrub these completely clean. You can use a sponge or a brush and scrub these little massagers in here clean. And then again, the most important thing is when you're actually using water in the housing is to use distilled water or something that doesn't have, you don't want to use like well water that has a lot of additives or like rust factor. You want to make sure that you're just, you're using more of a distilled clean water so that you don't clog up the cartridge for steam. Now we're getting some steam going here. So yeah, it looks like Halloween in here with my feet. How much fun would that be? And yes, so but it doesn't feel hot. So if you're wanting heat, some of our other devices have more heat that you can actually sense. This one doesn't feel like your traditional steam that you would have from a steamer with fabric. It's a safe level of steam where you're not gonna get burnt. And so if you have sensory issues, it's only 129 degrees for its high level, so you're not gonna have to worry about, skin breaking down because of steam from or heat coming in the form of steam. So we open this up, and it stays locked out, and then we take our feet out, and my feet are moist and feeling good. And then again, if you needed to clean this out, you can remove. Whoops, not. There we go. You can remove these and you can scrub them clean if you choose that you want to. You can also rinse out the bottom really easily, making sure that you're getting all the germs and stuff off of there. And then you can leave this part in with this where you hold the water housing. Okay, you can leave that in for the next time, or you can rinse it out and leave it empty. And then everything that's been used is down here, and you can pour this out. You'll be able to see there's actually water in there from the steam. And so you can pour that out and wipe it down. So it's very, very easy to clean. And both foot massagers, the new Life Pro massagers are very easy to work with. So let me go back here and scroll through some questions if I see any. Yes. Do you need to empty each use? You don't have to, but I would recommend if you're not going to use it on a day-to-day basis, you don't want that water to just sit stagnant in there. So I would empty it out each and every time, but you don't have to if you're going to use it multiple times every day. Yes. Okay. So will it shut off if the water container empties? Okay. Good question. So on the front of the device, I'll show you this, and I'm going to empty this water out on this towel. That's why I have a towel here to absorb all this water. On the front, whoops, on the front of the device, there we go. Okay, so just emptied it out. On the front of the device, you're going to see this little fire flame, okay? That fire flame is going to light up in red and if it's out of water or if it's running out of water. So there is an indicator that will tell you that you're running low on water and that you need to refill it, okay? Okay, so that is, if you have any questions, I'm only able to see so many of the questions that are up here. So make sure if you have any other questions to let me know specifically between them. Again, I'm going to pull the Life Pro RelaxaTilt up here, and it is easy to carry around. It is 11 pounds. And again, both of these devices are $119.99 for the next 2 weeks, but you can angle it around to wherever you want it to stay. So if you're wanting to use it on the floor, so here I am on the floor, okay, and I'm going to scooch back so you can see this. We're going to plug it in. All right, so if I wanted to use this out here in front of everybody on the floor, instead of being on the couch or laying back, Here we go. Get myself situated in there. And on we go. And yes, whew, I'm telling you, it has the level of intensity of actually having a massage therapist right there in your living room. And again, if you are super sensitive in some areas, you can wiggle yourself around. Because like I said, I have fibro, so I have to choose. There we go. I have to choose different settings based on what my body can handle, because what we can all handle is a little different. And so the purpose of this, somebody might say, well, why? What am I getting the benefit out of having the RelaxaTilt X foot massager? The way that we feel is all based on how our fascial connective tissue is maintained. The older that we get, the more our fascial connective tissue becomes dehydrated, and we tend to carry emotion and stress in that connective tissue. And so, if you're not receiving some kind of maintenance plan to your fascial connective tissue, whether it is total body or certain areas. So, if you have neuropathy, if you have plantar fasciitis, I tell you what, if you have plantar fasciitis, you need this, because plantar fasciitis is not a problem with the bottom of the foot. That's where the pain is. But majority, 95% of the cases that I treat of plantar fasciitis, the problem lies in the calves. It lies from the calves being too tight, and where the calf attaches to the base of the heel and wraps around to turning into the plantar fascia on the bottom of the foot, it more often than not is because the calves are so tight, and most people don't realize that. So if you can do this to yourself on a daily basis, or if you have one of the whole body vibration platforms that LifePro makes, it's going to soften a lot of the adhesions and the fascial constrictions in your total body, because if you're restricted in your calves, you're also going to be restricted elsewhere, including your back, your hips, your shoulders, your neck, and then it goes on from there. So if you're able to manage your fascial connective tissue through self-care at home, not only are you saving money in the long run by not having to hire a professional like me to work on you, but you're able to, it's kind of a biohack. You're working on anti-aging at the same time. So we're getting healthier, we're feeling better, we're able to move, and we're less stagnant. And so if you have trouble with people touching you, then this is the next best thing to actual touch, because touch is very powerful. And so there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, but I'm going to sit down here and let my arms relax while I'm stretching out my legs. And again, it feels really good. So if I rotate my hands around, I can get different muscles worked on as I'm rotating through, because our arms work on a spiral rotation. And so if we're not working on maintenance in a spiral fashion and we're using them in a spiral fashion, our body's going to break down at its weakest point or its most ineffective movement pattern. So with LifePro, it keeps you from feeling like you're getting older, and giving you the ability to move and giving your body the ability to detox and to regulate itself in the form of what we call homeostasis. So let me check my backstage group while you guys are deciding what it is that you would like to experience in the form of a free product. Okay, so now it's speeding up in intensity just a little bit. All right. Yes, you want both. Absolutely, both are great. And I think we all need some way of relaxing. So like I said, this is a really not a hard one to clean. Some of our other foot massagers, none of these come detached, but on this one, it actually has a zipper. It actually has a zipper in which you can unzip, and then you can run it through a hand washing process. You don't want to put it in the dryer. You don't want to use hot water, but you can wash it with some soap and water, let it air dry, and then you can zip it back in. And then, like I said, if you do run into problems with it, our customer service team is top notch, like world class. We have the absolute best customer service, hands down, of any other company that I've ever done business with or worked for. And they're going to be really quick, very prompt in getting things taken care of for you, whether it's getting you parts to get things fixed, whether it's teaching you how to maintain, or whether it's sending you a replacement device. So LifePro has a limited lifetime warranty on every single product that they make. And they do have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you order this and you're not happy with it within the first 30 days, you can send it back penalty free, no restocking fee, no questions asked, and they'll give your money back. So if you're curious, not a way to go, not a bad way to go. And then they also offer financing if you need financing. So the RelaxaTilt X foot massager and the Tropicare steam foot massager, both of them are $119.99 today. And again, the Tropicare is super, super gentle. So for those of you who have hypersensitive feet and you just need something to refreshen your senses at the end of the day or to start your day, this is definitely not a bad way to go, but it's creating heat in the form of steam. And it's not a steam that's going to burn you, because from a safety standpoint, safety is a top priority for all of us at Life Pro. And so we want to make sure that we're not putting you in the situation in which you're going to hurt yourself. So, and as you can hear, we're able to adjust this all the way around. Super easy to carry. If you wanted to carry it, super easy to carry. So that being said, I'm going to check and see if there's any other questions here. Yes, it is a super, super good price. Awesome. Okay. So while we are waiting for our winners to come through, make sure if you are seeking a Life Pro device today, comment below if there's one that you want versus the other, so that as my amazing team is keeping track of who is here so that we can get you something, that would be awesome, because we want to make sure we get you what you would like. If you're one of 2 lucky people. And then if there's questions that you have for all of our other foot massagers, make sure and let me know. The leg massager would probably be best for my circulation issues. Absolutely. I'm not quite sure who that Facebook person is, but yes, the RelaxaTilt is definitely, if you're wanting to increase in circulation, if you are wanting to feel a deeper amount of tissue release without having to have Amber at home working on you, then the Life Pro RelaxaTilt X foot massager is definitely going to be the best one, in my opinion, based on what I know on all of them. Again, it's almost like you go to the shopping mall and those chairs that you put like dollars in, or you swipe your credit card and add minutes onto. We have taken the leg portion of that basically off of that foot massage, or off of that chair massager, and you can add it to whatever chair experience you have at home. So you see the recliner I have in the background. I can be laying back in the recliner with the foot massager on. Matter of fact, we're going to do that just for fun. I did that not too long ago. And when I was testing these products, because I'm lucky enough to get to test these products before they come out. And so on this one, my husband actually really enjoyed this one too. So we're going to plug it in and then check this out. So we're here. We're going to recline back. Okay. And foot massager goes there. And if I need more tilt, we're just going to angle that up. I'm going to get myself situated. We're going to push power and relax away. It is amazing, my friends. This is, if you've been waiting to pull the trigger, now's the time to pull the trigger on the sold button, because again, you're getting the massage chair brought into your existing home without having to make space or financing a $3,000 to $5,000 recliner that has all these different features. And then, like I said, if you really want to experience it in your arms, then you can relax with the arms right here. So it's the same thing. So we can relax back and just enjoy the experience all the way around. So, and because it has up to 30 minutes, you can mix and match your intensities and the heat setting, and you can add time to it. There's no real max out on how much time you can use this stuff, especially from a wellness standpoint. If you're not doing anything else, you might as well spend time doing whatever you can to be the best version of you that you can be. And that's what we at Life Pro really aim to help you out with, is trying to get you to be the absolute best version, healthiest version, happiest version of you that you can be. Okay, so let me see what I got going on here. Okay. From my backstage team, if you guys could let me know who our lucky winners are for today, that would be fantastic. And again, if any of you have any questions, how big of a circumference of the calf does the tilted foot massager take? Good question. I need to actually look that up because I don't think it says that in the owner's manual. I can tell you if you have peripheral edema and you are suffering of lymphedema, it is going to be really hard to fit into the spacing here. So I don't have an answer for that. We'll have to hit Joel up on that. But I will tell you, we have other things that are coming out into the near future. I'm not sure if those would be, if you're really looking for something that has massage factor to it, that offers the compression and the acupressure therapy, and you have trouble fitting your calves in here, there's a couple of other things that we already have out. The Thrive boots are a really good option for vacuum compression therapy in a gradual position. If you don't already have those are absolutely amazing. But unfortunately, with this one specifically, if you've got lymphedema in your lower legs, I don't think you're going to be able to get comfortable in this, because usually with lymphedema, you also have a high intensity of pain with contact. And this is just like having kneading fingers, like working their way through you. And so if you're already trying to squeeze into these chambers here, you're probably not going to enjoy that process. So I would look into the Thrive boots, whether it's the Thrive X, the Thrive Plus, or the original Thrive. And then the other thing is we have another product coming out here in about a month, I think, in which it's a really neat product that I can't really get into right now, but it would be another option for you for lymphedema and helping to work circulation into the extremity or to pump lymph out of the extremity. A lot of different features with that new product coming out in about a month. So if this one doesn't work for you, hold out. And we've got, I'm telling you, Joel is on it when it comes to coming out with stuff that is going to increase our overall longevity and quality of life. He is on it. So we'll see when those are available. It all comes down to when we can actually get them here from the manufacturer, with, you know, shipping and everything else going on within the world. It makes it complicated. So, but for now, you got the RelaxaTilt X foot massager for 120 bucks ish. Okay. All right. And my kids are 4, 8, 13, and 18 and like using our vibration plate. Yes. Okay, awesome. So part of that got cut off, but I will tell you, there's no there's no minimum age on this with supervision. So your 4-year-old can use it, your 63-year-old can use it. Those of you that don't already have a whole body vibration platform at home, it is an invaluable resource, in my opinion, professional opinion and personal opinion. It is what saved my health a couple of years ago. So if you don't already have one, there are so many benefits. We had trouble just narrowing it down to, the top 10 health benefits of the whole body vibration. But man, a perfect example. So this goes off tangent of the RelaxaTilt and the Tropicare, but I went on spring break 3 weeks ago, and I went on an enjoyable food binge, right? I'm with my family and we're eating junk food and I'm drinking beer and life is good and being lazy and not moving because I'm on vacation. So I think I gained like 5 or 6 pounds. And then, so I came home, stepped on the scale, it was like 159. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a super crazy busy month because I'm trying to catch up with everything that's been going on with me being gone. And I run a full-time business, a lot of clients that are coming to see me for instant pain relief. And so I really don't have a lot of time to work out. And so you'll find anytime that I have exercised for the purpose of weight loss, it's all available in the Facebook group in Life Pro or on YouTube. Every workout I've ever done is there. So I haven't done anything outside of that. And today I hit 9 pounds lost in 3 weeks using the Rumble X series platforms, and I use a couple of them. So I can tell you I have not had time to actually do a workout, but the one thing that I do is I get on it first thing in the morning before I get started. I have all 4 of the Rumble X platforms. I use the Pro, I use the Plus, I use the 4D. The Max is really intense, so I'm not on it as often, but when I really need it to shake some things up, I get on it. But I don't do anything specific. I just stand on it. And so standing on it And just starting my day with it jump starts that metabolism, gets things going. Okay. And then because I'm working with doing massage and rehabilitation and seeing clients for anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day with only 15 minutes to 30 minutes in between each person, when I get through to the middle of my day where I have 30 minutes in between, I get on it again for another 10 minutes and just let it shake out all this tension that I absorb from working on my people. And then at the end of the day, before I go to bed at night, I get on it again for another 10 minutes and no specific program. I just get on it and just relax and breathe and resonate with like, what has my day been like today? What have I done today that is awesome? How have I changed somebody else's life? What can I maybe do a little more efficient, or what can I do better? Or do I need to do better today? Because maybe I already conquered and maximized my efforts for today. And so I call it meditation. You don't have to do yoga to do meditation. Just standing on the platform and going back through everything that has happened in my day and how amazing the day has been. Maybe if something went wrong, okay, what can we do different next time to make it right? And maybe it was supposed to go that way. And then when I go to bed at night, I've had my entire fascial structure has had a complete detox release, and my melatonin levels are happy, my hormone levels are happy, my stress level is down. And when I jump in my bed, I'm able to just crash and go to sleep. And I'm able to sleep all night. I wasn't able to start sleeping all night until I started using the platforms. Had a total hysterectomy 2 years ago. And in doing that, it messed up a lot of my hormones. It created a tremendous amount of stress on my body, and my body rebounded with like a tremendous amount of weight gain. So it was 200 pounds a little over a year ago. And so in getting on the whole body vibration platforms, I was able to help modulate those hormones. I was able to kind of stimulate my fascial connective tissue in a way it needed stimulated, and was able to detox a lot of crap in my system from the surgery and from the stress and from all the toxicity that I was putting in my system from medicine and from food and feeling sorry for myself. And then, so it's people ask all the time, and this goes even here with the RelaxaTilt. What is detox? It's not as it sounds. When you think of detox, most people think of coming off of drugs or coming off of alcohol or coming off of caffeine. What we refer to as detox is any time that we have our entire body is made up of cells, and within each one of those cells, we're talking an insane amount of cells that you can't even comprehend. And within each one of those cells is our mitochondria and our nucleus. And between all of that, we are trying to maximize the way that our mitochondria and our nuclei work in our body from a cell health uh, level. And in doing that, our body has to eliminate certain things in order for those cells to work the way that they need to. And so, by cleansing those cells and by detoxing the crap out of our system, whether it's through shaking the crap out of our system, whether it's moving through exercise, whether it is breathing, whether it's somebody working on you, whether it's a food plan, whether it's drinking a lot of water, there are so many different ways that you can quote unquote detox. And there are a lot of different symptoms of what you experience when you detox. So a lot of people say, how do I know if I'm in detox? It is so different for everybody. Some people experience more bowels. Some people urinate more often. Some people sweat and it smells bad. Some people are extremely tired and irritable. They have a headache. Some people are nauseous. There's so many different, some people get acne. There's a lot of different signs of detox. And if you go back and watch the YouTube video I taught on detox and lymphedema, I am featuring the Rumble X in that episode, but I'm giving you all of these signs of detox and what it means and what you need to do if you start to feel detox in a level that's not tolerable or comfortable for you. You're going to experience detox in using our foot massagers, because in needing all of the things out of our extremity, at the furthest from our midsection, which is where gravity hits us at the hardest, if we can push a lot of that, swelling, a lot of that toxicity, and pumping it back up into our lymphatic system, which originates throughout the whole body, the further our body is from gravity, from the center of our being, so our feet being the further of the center from us, the more we carry, a lot of gunk in our foot and in our legs and whatnot. So our circulation becomes compromised. We start to adhese fascia. Fascia starts to grip into different ways. And so when that happens, we can't move the same. And so the rest of our body has to adjust and adapt to that, which ultimately leads to overuse, injury, or pain, or autoimmune, or just not sufficient in how we move every day. So Life Pro, I want to end with this. Life Pro, when I think about what Life Pro means to me, it's being the optimal part of my life so that I can be the best version of myself that I can be. When your body is at optimal levels of thriving, then you can be anybody and everybody that you really have always dreamed about doing. So he or she who has good health has 1,000 dreams, and you can dream big. But he or she who doesn't have good health or is in pain only has one dream, and that's to feel relief and to feel free to be able to do whatever they want to do again. And so Life Pro to me is giving people their health back. Truthfully, we are giving people their health back every single day in the form of pain relief, in the form of just being able to move better, feeling mentally better, feeling more confident, having hope that there is some kind of relief at the end of the tunnel after doctors have told you it's not possible. So Life Pro to me is living out to the absolute best possible that you can. So that being said, do we have some winners here? Oh, we do. Yes. All right. Here we go. Okay. Winner number one. And let me double check something. Winner number one is from YouTube, and it's a slightly better wife. I love it. That is so awesome. So, a slightly better wife tuning in from YouTube. Your winner number one. Let us know. Do you want the RelaxaTilt or do you want the Tropicare? And winner number two is Kel's Lovin' Me 22 from Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, Kel's Lovin' Me 22, you are winner number two. So you ladies or whomever you are tuning in, maybe it's somebody else borrowing somebody's channel, wherever you are chiming in from, and whoever you are, make sure and contact our group, whether it be through Messenger, whether it be through email, which would be support@lifeprofitness.com, or whether it's sending me a message so that we can make sure that our shipping team is able to get your address and send to you whatever your heart desire and whatever's going to give you the ability to feel better today and on forward. So, hey, make sure you tune in with us next week. I know we've got the yoga classes on Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I know that we've got another live coming up. I'm pulling it up here. So my birthday is next Tuesday. I'll be 43. And I feel like I'm living like 23 all over again. So I'm really excited. I get to launch our next new product the day after my birthday. Super excited to share my birthday with you guys. So I hope to see you here next week, Tuesday night, 6 p.m. For the yoga class. I don't teach yoga. I think it's Rosalind. Rosalind. I can never get her name right, but she's phenomenal. You want to tune in with her, and if you've missed all of that, all of our lives are reposted to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for you to watch in the future if you haven't had the chance to observe. So we're always here to share everything with you. If you have questions, reach out to myself, reach out to Joel, reach out to Life Pro through the different social media channels possible. And we are here to provide you the greatest opportunities at being the best version of you that you can be. So just remember, you've got this because we've got you, and we are here as part of your team. So thank you again for watching. Have yourself a wonderful weekend.